Hi, Gunners fans all around the world. Hi, football enthusiasts all around the world. This is your man, your host, Simply Ike, bringing you another, you know, episode of the Arsenal Alchemy. So today we want to talk about the game between Chelsea and Arsenal, the 1-1 draw between Chelsea and Arsenal. And which has ultimately dampened our chances of, being in the title race. 9 points is a lot. It doesn't, you know, quite frankly, I don't see us winning the league. I don't think we are in a position to win the league. Because 9 points, I know it's just 11 games, but 9 points is too much for a very good side like Liverpool. They are growing in momentum, they are growing in confidence, they are growing in belief. They feel they can win every game, and quite frankly, they look good. you know. So, we have been hard done by fixtures that have just been so difficult, then coupled with the injuries and stupid red cards we've been picking up here and there, just a lot. And most of these hard games are away games, so the game itself today was okay. First of all, I would like to talk about the predictions people had before we played today's game. People were like, oh, the momentum is with Chelsea. Chelsea is in form. They played some team in the Conference League, I think Noah FC or something, and they hit them with 8. They scored 6 in the first half. So people were like, oh, Arsenal is the next victim of the Chelsea. We were going to get beat. They were going to run riots. And I was like, oh my goodness, what a difference a whole season has made. This was Chelsea that was a laughing stock last season. They were getting beats left, right, and center. Mid-table teams, top teams, And don't forget, at the Emirates, we put 5 goals past them, but they hired Enzo Maresca, and he has been quite good for them. They have improved. They made some more signings, and they improved a lot, especially the signings they made on the wings. They brought in Pedro Neto. He has been good, and of course, he scored the equalizing goal for Chelsea. I don't know. Arsenal switched off, and that gave Chelsea, that gave Pedro Neto the space he had in midfield to take his shot. It was a very, very nice goal. Kudos to them. We scored through Martinelli, of course. He beat the keeper at the near side of the keeper. Keeper should probably have done better, but hey, they all count. So we were there. We scored first, and they equalized 10 minutes later. Then the game was our defense. I'm not going to take anything away from our defense. Our defense was really good today. But, the goal, there are goals you concede. You don't just blame nobody like that, because it was a good goal. It was a good goal from that distance, They didn't really have any clear-cut chance like that. I mean, Palmer had, in the first half, he played a shot that was well saved by Raya, but it was a good strike. But it was, Raya was equal to the task, and he saved it. And yeah. So, but apart from that, Cole Palmer was kind of quiet. Our own Saka was kind of quiet too, because Cucurella did a good number on him. He shadowed him. He marked him well, effectively. Even though Colwill was helping out in marking Saka, they were doubling down on Saka, which is always, it was effective, and Saka didn't have the best of games. And as if that is not bad enough, he wobbled off injured again. I don't know what's going on. It's almost a constant sight looking at Saka, always wincing in pain, always, limping out, So I don't know. Maybe he needs more rest. I don't even think he was 100% fit, from when he came for the Liverpool game. I don't think he's been 100% fit. So he got injured, and I think it was Leandro Trossard that came in for him. No, it was Gabriel Jesus that came in for him. And as usual, Jesus was very underwhelming. Still wasn't even close. I remember one point he was given the ball and he was trying to make a pass, and I think like twice he lost the ball in dangerous areas. So really, I don't know what else to say about Gabriel Jesus. He's not a player I want to see in the team next season. He is one of the high earners in the team, but his performances on the pitch has been woeful. They've been abysmal. We need someone. We need a striker. I cannot stress that enough. We need a striker. Kai Havertz can't take that load. He started well in the season. Part of what is affecting Arsenal now is Kai Havertz is not scoring. He scored in this game, but it was rightfully checked for offside, and he was off. And, but apart from that, that was it. I don't remember him having any other shot at goal. His link-up play that used to be his strength is now lacking. I think he does too much, shoving the opponents, pushing. I get it. He's trying to be very dedicated to the cause, but he has to also be stable. He has to cool down. He has to make the right decisions. He would have scored, in fairness to him, if Leandro Trossard hadn't connected to the ball first and ultimately scuffed the ball. It would have just been an empty net for Kai Havertz to just slot the ball in. But I don't know what is wrong with Trossard. A lot of our players are not confident. A lot of our players are fighting with form. The positive about today is seeing Martin Odegaard playing 90 minutes, coming in, playing 90 minutes, and ultimately assisting the Martinelli goal. Yes, he assisted. It was a brilliant pass, so that's good. We're going into the international break. Hopefully he can use that period to get fully fit, to get 100% fit. For the game itself, the flow of the game wasn't very, the action in the game was nothing to write home about, because I felt there was a lot of stoppage. I felt there was a lot of, a lot of players going down, injured. A lot of them went down on injuries, and there was just a lot of stoppage, and that kind of killed the flow of the game. Both teams were equally matched. Of course, this was in Stamford Bridge, so maybe Chelsea was just slightly better in the final third. At least they made a few things happen, but our defense was up to it. Apart from the goal, I can't really blame our defense for anything. I can't remember the our goalkeeper, apart from the Cole Palmer bullets in the first half, the first few minutes of the first half. I can't remember him making any, tough save, And likewise, their own keeper too. That's to tell you our firepower is lacking. We are not taking chances. We are not even trying. We are not trying to, create our own luck by shooting from outside. We still want to score the perfect goal, and we are so reliant on set plays and corner kicks, set pieces, and other teams, quite frankly, other teams are waking up to it. They don't give us that chance no more. They make sure they know that's one of our strengths, and so other teams have actually studied our game, and they have been dealing with the corner kicks quite well. If we don't get the corner kicks, it's almost like we're clueless. We don't know what to do. And we wanted to win. I wanted to win, of course, but we have to take the draw. It could have been worse. We have to take the draw and hope Liverpool drop more points. They still have Tottenham to play. They still have Manchester City to play. They still have Newcastle to play. So we're just gonna lick our wounds, take the draw and move on, and hopefully put up a string of wins in our next 4 or 5 games. If we can win the next 5 games, I believe we are going to look at the title. I believe we are going to be well placed to be in the title race. So, do you think Chelsea deserved to win? Or do you think Arsenal deserved to win? Do you think we were the better side? Or do you think Chelsea was the better side? Do you think the draw at Stamford Bridge was good? Do you think that Arsenal are still in the title race? Respond to all this in the comment section. I'll be there to engage you. We talk about it. We talk about how the teams fared. We talk about where we lost, where we drew the game. Where was our problem area? Was it the midfield? I think for the goal, I blame the midfield because the midfield was nowhere to be seen. But, even apart from that, Pedro Neto still had a lot to do. His shot was well taken. There was a lot of power behind that shot. Reyes had no chance, and so it was a good goal. We're not going to take anything away from it, So what do you think about today's game? You let me know in the comment section, and I'll be there to engage you, like I said earlier, and we'll talk about the games. Do you think there was anything positive about today's game as a Gunner, as an Arsenal fan? Do you think there's anything whatsoever positive? You let me know. Until the next time, I remain your host, Simply Ike. You join me next time on Wednesday for another edition of the Arsenal Alchemy. Thank you.